commitment or a special memory. We can never thank you donors enough for support of 371 students who are the future of agriculture. Over 30% of our 1,187 students are assisted by your scholarships. We are especially pleased that our enrollment is at an all-time high. Your scholarships are an important piece in making NDSU a university of choice. Now each year we choose a special theme. This year we have a quote from the famed scholar and anthropologist Margaret Mead. She said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing it ever has." So within this spirit of empowerment and call for thoughtful action, we gather today. We're here to celebrate the commitment of our dedicated faculty and staff, our wonderful sustaining donors, and our aspiring students. Never doubt that the successes we are celebrating today will change the world. It's now my distinct honor to introduce Vice President for Agriculture and University Extension, Dr. D.C. Costin. Dr. Costin came to us in 2005 from Oklahoma State University, where he served as the Associate Director and Chief Operating Officer for Oklahoma Agricultural Experiment Station. Prior to his experiences in Oklahoma, he was on the faculty and served as Associate Dean and Associate Director of the South Carolina Agricultural Experiment Station. He received his bachelor's degree from North Carolina State and his PhD in horticulture from Michigan State. In the time that he's been with us, he's had a substantial impact on the future of agricultural enterprises in the state and in the nation. DC?
Since 1890, North Dakota Agricultural College and now North Dakota State University has played pivotal roles in the lives of citizens of this state and this region through the education of students, through the development of new knowledge in research programs, and then through sharing that knowledge with citizens across this state. Some 10 years ago, North Dakota State University was looking for new leadership, and a search committee and the State Board of Higher Education had a great day when they named our next speaker as the president of this institution. He came to North Dakota State University, asked the people here, the students, the faculty, the staff, and citizens across the state, what can North Dakota be and how can NDSU improve? He unleashed the creativity and the insights of citizens, students, faculty, and staff throughout this institution, and things have proceeded in a remarkable manner since that time. It's my privilege to present to you the President of North Dakota State University, Dr. Joe Chapman.
Well, thank you, DC, for those kind remarks. It's always great to come and spend time with students, friends, and faculty, staff, and everyone who's so committed to the future of agriculture in this state. I think all of us are aware that agriculture has been and will always be the cornerstone of the economy of North Dakota. And we're seeing that this year in many ways as you look forward for what's happening for the state of North Dakota and compare that with what we're hearing and seeing in other states across the country. It's really remarkable, the stability and the ability that our agriculture is going to give us to go forward in a positive way at a time when the country's facing some tough decisions. Recently, Moody's did an analysis of what's going to be important going forward for the future of the state, and one of the things that was really interesting was is how they characterized that. This year, of course, as always, agriculture is listed as number one. It's the cornerstone of our economy. But this year, they also included in the three cornerstones energy, which of course we all know. The third cornerstone was North Dakota State University. And if you think about that, to have agriculture and the great land-grant university that we have here as basically being two of the three things that Moody's talked about as carrying the future of this state, that's an incredible thing. But it's also an awesome responsibility for all of us. It's not only crucial to this state, it's obviously incredibly crucial to the country. North Dakota led the country again in exports. We're not only feeding this country, but we're feeding the world, and those things are not going to change. And you look at the other aspects of agriculture now, biofuels, all of the other aspects that go into lubricants, specialty crops, pharmaceuticals, all sorts of things. We are really in a unique position as a state, but as an institution. As a leading force in these areas, obviously, we want to be thinking to our future. Our future is sitting in this room. It's the students that will carry us forward in the future that are going to shape the state of North Dakota and going to shape agriculture for the future. It's interesting as you look at the rankings across the country of the major research universities, of which we are one. We rank in most disciplines in the top 100. In agriculture, we rank in the top 20. As according to the National Science Foundation. And if you normalize NDSU for its size, we would be ranked 6th in the country in terms of our agricultural programs and our agricultural research. Your support of these students who are going to represent our future is absolutely crucial. We simply could not be the university that we need to be. We simply could not provide the leadership for agriculture that we have to provide going forward without your support. So on behalf of this institution, on behalf of all of these incredible students, I want to thank you for all that you do for us, and look forward to spending a few hours with you celebrating our success together. Thank you.
Thank you, President Chapman. Now for a couple of housekeeping items. For most of you, this is the first opportunity that the students have had to meet their donor. We've tried to set donors and students together at the same table, but that's not always possible. So where students have more than one scholarship or there's been some conflict, we would hope that the student would identify their sponsor and then meet up with them and have a chat after we conclude the official proceedings. We now have 4 Ag ambassadors who will visit the tables and invite each of the tables to proceed through the serving line. We have Ron Johnson, Brittany Traxinger, Kirk Foster, and Jamie Feisel. We will reconvene in a very